Be ready. 15 seconds.
I am delighted to be here today as I find myself in the company of scientists. You are the creators of a new India, an India that is free from the shackles of ignorance. It is an India imbued with scientific temper and a liberal outlook. I am happy to recognize the very important role our scientists and technologists have played and will play in the ongoing task of nation building. It is a pleasure to honor the very best of Indian science and technology today. Several awards have been conferred today, but let me begin by complimenting CSIR for the good work being done under your great leadership. His recent election as a fellow of the US National Academy of Sciences, the seventh Indian to be so recognized since 1863, adds one more feather in his distinguished cap. I also congratulate the winners of our most coveted science prize, the Santi Swarup Bhatnagar Prize for 2004 and 2005. I am particularly happy that this prize is given to young scientists who are in their prime. Becoming a Bhatnagar laureate gives you a status that you will undoubtedly enjoy. However, it comes with many responsibilities, such as the responsibility to engage in good science. You also have the responsibility to serve the best interest of mankind and our natural inheritance. Most importantly, you will also have the responsibility to improve the quality of life and widen the span of knowledge in India. My very best wishes to you on the exciting journey ahead. I hope it will be a never ending journey of learning and creativity. I hope each one of you will dedicate your lives to the cause of science, to the welfare of our people, and to the growth and development of our country. Last but not the least, I congratulate the team of Media Communication Technologies who have won the CSIR Diamond Jubilee Technology Award. I applaud this section for two reasons. First and foremost, these technologies can provide affordable solutions for connecting our rural population through internet and voice connectivity. I have often stressed the need for reaching the unreached and connecting the unconnected in India. I am glad that this technology can potentially fulfill this goal. The telecom revolution and the development of road, air, and rail linkages have shown that connectivity enhances output and productivity in communication. I hope this technology award will inspire others to develop similarly useful and potentially winning technologies. Apart from the awards, I am also happy today to release the India Science Report. I congratulate the Indian National Science Academy for taking this important initiative. I also congratulate National Council of Applied Economic Research for their excellent work. In fact, I recall when Professor M.S. Vittal discussed this with me, I had suggested that INSA should approach for such a study. I had a chance to go through the report soon after it was printed. The findings of this report are truly revealing. The report shows that the proportion of enrolled students in science has gone up from 28% in 1995-96 to 34.6% in 2003-4. This is comforting. However, it also shows that while close to 2/3 of the students in class 6 to 8 are satisfied with the quality of science teaching, this falls to 40% in class 11 and 12. This shows a shortage of good science teachers at higher levels. I would like our HRD ministry and state governments to take note of this and act upon it. We must lay increased emphasis on improving the quality of teaching in science and mathematics at all levels.